Hello everyone, another finished object video this time. Socks again, but they're quite unusual because the yarn came in from Bulgaria and they're leftovers and I made it a huge mistake. Keep on watching. So first things first, amazing Ilse, she sent me her leftovers. I think she knitted, she mentioned some bigger size stuff. However, she had 64 grams leftovers, so that's quite a lot. So, that's quite a lot leftovers. Therefore, like with 64 grams, I could knit a full size of socks for Sebastian. And I really wanted to do it, but I thought, you know what, I like to mix things up. I know it's a little bit more hassle if you have contrast colors because you have to weave in ends. However, I know in this case I didn't do it. But if you follow Fast and Easy Socks, if you insert afterthought heel, you always will have those ends. So even though if you don't want to maybe play with those two, your heel could be always a color work one. Again, I didn't do it. So I have some leftovers, so that's an amazing thing, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. However, I may have a project in the future. It will be my design and you can use all those little bits leftovers from commercial yarns. Obviously if you want to. That was a teaser. Anyway, so come back to this. Obviously it's sew up. That's my favorite way to do, and especially favorite way to do if you have leftovers, leftover yarn, and you know you don't know how long you're going to do. My boo-boo over here was that I was thinking, even after knitting a first tube, not a heel, that I'm knitting socks for Sebastian, but then realized that I just cast on 56 stitches. So I've knitted quite a lot of socks now, and I think unconsciously I just did my standard routine, I would say. So therefore these are mine. So I was hoping to go 70 and 40 with the 64 stitches, and then obviously I did 56, and I normally realize if I make a boo-boo like that when I'm picking up stitches to the afterthought heel, because I'm picking up to, I want to pick more, and I'm like, wait a sec, it's more than a half of the sock, what's going on? And then what I do, I basically put a marker, and I did a 1 by 1 rib over here as you can see, and what I do, I put a marker on the knit column, and basically I know that that's 2 stitches. So I'm just counting all those knit columns and then multiply by 2. So obviously, well, I don't have to multiply because it ended up 28, which that's the number I would have to pick it up over here, which I knew that I have 56. So I know what to do next. I had to cast on the second one. Therefore, with the whole thing, my plan to go 70 and 40, then I went to 60 and 50. So this is 60 up to the heel and then 50 up to the leg. So yeah, it's like, it looks like a really nice long sock, and you can probably see that it fits my sock blockers, and that's medium size. Maybe I should buy a large size at some point, but you know what, I think I'm okay with this. So what I love about this yarn, it's kind of busy, and the first thing you could just see some bits and some lines, but if you start knitting with it, so the way I start knitting with it, you could see red, then you go to blue, darker, even more darker, pink, and you go back again. So it's quite a big repetition over here, as you can see. So that was a load of fun. I started slightly different on the second one, so they're not matchy-matchy, as you can see. But with this, it doesn't really matter, and I'm so bumped that it's not for Seb. And Ilse, I think a while back, sent me, or maybe 2 years or 3 years ago, sent me, I think the same yarn, but with pink. And I think I know where I have it, so give me a sec, I'll show you. I have more, and I presume someone gifted me those, and I don't remember. Oh, right, yeah, so you see it? I think it will knit up. Okay, do you see it? This is the same company that the other one. Obviously the color is different. I'm going to show you now this, if you speak German, because that's, so here it is, and the color is H758. H758. Do we have H over here? Yes, we do. Isn't it pretty? And it's so pink. As you can see, I have a bit more over here. If you recognize your ball, let me know. I think that was like maybe 2 years ago. Now let's go back to these. As you can see, I have contrast colors, toes and cuff. I didn't do the heel because I thought I have more yarn, so let's play with it. For contrast color, I use another, so that was from Bulgaria and this was sent from Canada. Yarn from Germany was sent from Bulgaria and yarn from USA was sent from Canada. And the Knit Picks Straw Sapphire Heather. I love this color. I think I have one sweater quantity, and I haven't mentioned because I think I did a few. Just to let you know that Knit Picks is American brand and they sell on their website. I will link the link down below. However, I think the last time I checked, they're only sent to America, Canada, and the UK, I think. So basically, you know, you have to have some connections. And I use the same bag. I think the last one, I just basically put everything in it. I love it so much because I knit. I like this bag because it's so cheerful and childish, and you know, it kind of brings me memories from my creche. Isn't it? Like, you would want to have a pillow like that in the creche. I know, have you done that? But when I was going to creche, we had folded kind of wooden beds that you could fold, and 2 kids would lift them and move them to other room, and everyone would have to have a pillow. So you had like favorite beds, and they're like stuck up. Obviously the teacher, I don't know what you call miss, was helping to put it higher on the shelves. They were like stuck on each other, but they were like, I don't remember, like were they on the top? They couldn't, because each bed you could leave your pillow on, so that way you would know that this is your bed. But obviously some kids would switch pillows, and you know, because they wanted to have maybe the not older version but newer version of the bed, although they were all wooden, you know, like kind of this way here, and you have material only. And I remember you had a pillow, and those days, you know, I was born in the 80s, so those days no one would buy, I think, a cover for a pillow like your mom would made it. So that was like I presume the proudest things walking around the creche. I was like, you see, my mom picked this thing, you know, or yeah. So anyway, just memories. But back to the childhood, I had a conversation with my friend, and we were kind of gathering, and I think I know where it came from, why I love leftovers. Kind of, you know, some would say sad story, some would not, but when you're a kiddo in Poland, well, probably everywhere, you might have received every year a new sets for your like school supplies. And I know I still have it. My mom made me like jeans kind of sachet that I had all my, you know, color pencils inside, but obviously they were smaller or bigger. I have 2 siblings, so they're older than me, so obviously we had loads of leftovers from that perspective. Although I had more variety, I hope I'm saying this word right, of colors, because I was mixing things, and obviously, you know, someone didn't want their color, I would just adopt it. You know, the shredder, no, pencil shredder, I think that's the word for it. That was my ambulance. You know, I was a kiddo, and yeah, so for instance, my playtime was that I was just taking them on the ground and matching them by the color, and I would be like, yes, I have 6 pinks, I have 12 reds, and so on, and they could be different sizes, and so on and so on. So I presume that's why, and that's the only excuse I have that I haven't got into these. And maybe I'll show you them if you don't mind, because I think I have a Vlogmas, I don't know, 2 years ago, that I was opening. Maybe if I find it, I put it over here. I was opening gifts, and there were so many. I think so many. I got, I think, 2 bags, and I just got overwhelmed. I didn't label them, and like I said, I know that it's from, this is from Ilse, and I would really want to cast it on, you know, I don't know when, but because I did already. And then I have this yarn, Opal. It is thicker, so maybe I'll use it, because I could use you a size 2. Give me a sec. No, it says 420 meters, but it looks so thick. So just to show you, this yarn says it's 420 meters, and this yarn says they are 420 meters. Okay, so I'm showing you now, and to be honest, the illusion should be that the lighter one is thicker, but you can see I hope you can see it's not. My arm is shaking. Then we have another opal, and maybe I will cast on with this one. This one says 425 meters, and it's thinner, so I don't know. It's blues, and Seb loves blues, and it's kind of similar. So let me know. This is Fresh Juicy, it says. I'm not sure is this one that someone gifted to me, or maybe this is the one off that I got at least as from Kay from Baker Bears. Then we have another opal, Monet. It knits up like this, 425. And we have Germans show off Socken Wool, 4 ply. Oh, I don't know, Shashen, who knows how to say it? Please record it on Instagram, private message, just press that microphone and just say the word. Yeah, so it's more in the pinkish color, like purpley color, so that's something really, really nice. And this is 420 meters. So still classified as a figurine. So yeah, and that's all. That's a little bit longer chit chat. I hope you don't mind. If you give me an idea which one you would knit next out of these 5, let me know. Oh, just one more thing to tell you. They will be perfect for hiking, and I think I'm going to take them for my next hiking trip. So if you're watching my vlogs, and if I go hiking, expect to see this. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.